Okay, this is the very first audio test setup that I'm doing. The previous video, and by timeline, I am currently uploading the video regarding how I'm going to implement audio testing procedures. So while that is uploading onto YouTube, I'm recording this as the very first audio test using this new procedure. What I have now is the following setup. I have my AudioQuest Nighthawks, and you've heard plenty about these headphones almost every video I've made. I have them plugged into my JDS Labs Element amp DAC, which is connected by USB into my Mac Pro. It's getting that digital feed from my Mac Pro. Currently, the amp is powered on. It is set to 0 volume. Now, here's how 0 volume works. So now that we can have kind of a baseline. The 0 volume begins, if you're looking at a clock face, the 0 volume begins at 6 o'clock. Okay? So it starts from 6, and then you turn it clockwise for it to get more loud. So it does a full 360. It will go all the way back to 6. So when I say currently the volume is at, 9 o'clock or 12 o'clock, now you have actually a basis. Not 12 o'clock would be almost half the volume that the DAC amp can produce. Okay? That is the testing parameters here. That's the setup. We are going to start with Mountains by Hans Zimmer Interstellar OST 339. That's how long it is. This is what I put in characteristics. Midway, the song picks up. That's not much description. Midway, the song actually starts getting really impactful. Now, for this test or any of these tests to have any sense to you, you must listen to the same music using the headphones or speakers that you are comparing to, that you want to replace or you do not like. The music is not going to come through on this video. You are only going to see the player on Spotify as it's going forward. And then I am going to describe to you what is happening in my ears. So let's start. Let's do Mountains. Hans Zimmer obviously shows up because I've listened to it so often. I am going to turn the DAC amp up to 3 o'clock. I'm sorry, not 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Here we go. There's a tick-tock. It's loud enough to hear. I personally want it to be louder, but I'm going to keep it at 3 o'clock right, 9 o'clock right now. Sorry. I can hear some more instruments. They're located at the back left of the speaker, or the driver of the headphone. So the left ear cup is playing that additional music right now. And the clicking, the ticking in the song, it's coming a little bit stronger on the right ear cup. So there's a clear separation of instruments here that I can tell. And now the horns are coming in. I'm going to increase the volume to noon, so 12 o'clock. I can hear the bass. Music is ramping up now. It's getting stronger. Clear separation. Oh my God. I can barely hear myself speak right now. When all the horns, all the instruments come in right about now, about 2 minutes in, I can feel a vibration in the ear cups. Minor, but I can hear it. Again, 12 o'clock on my amp. The sound isolation is fantastic. Oh. The bass instruments are in the back of the headphones. They're giving this body to the music. It's pushing it along. I can hear the instrument separation. The organ is coming in clear. And the voices that are starting now. The vibration in the ear cups are coming back. And the song is now slowly coming to an end. And I can finally hear myself. I can actually hear myself. Okay, so I'm turning this back down to 0. If I was yelling, that's because I seriously could not, I couldn't hear anything else outside. These headphones, the Nighthawks, are semi-open back or open back, whichever way you want to think of it. I would say they're semi-open back. And when this song hit midway, about 2 minutes in, and I had ramped this amp DAC up to 12 o'clock, so halfway the power, I couldn't hear myself. And I was trying to concentrate on the notes that I was listening to. And it was very enjoyable. It was very, very enjoyable. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Want You Back by Haim. Starting at 9 o'clock. And it's coming in strong. Like the vocals are like right into your ear. Voice is so smooth. The sisters, it's a group of 3 sisters, but the other singers, their voices are separate. So the primary singer here, both ear cups, but the backup singers are sisters, right ear cup in the back somewhere. Here comes the drums, and they're very precise. You know, a little punch, not much, just enough to kind of emphasize, hey, I'm a drum. I'm bobbing my head to the music. The danger with this song is that it gets sibilant with some bad headphones. This, no sibilance at all. It's so smooth. And there's that, you know, it's a kick drum in the back. I can hear it. It's not overpowering at all. Guitars coming in precise. I'm going to crank it up to 12 o'clock. Ooh. That is borderline too much. But I'm going to keep it at 12. I can't hear anything outside. That's me rocking away. Okay, so with the lingering bass, the ear cups do vibrate a little bit. It's a slight muddiness in the bass, slight muddiness, but the vocals, midtones, clear, precise. And when the drums hit, it's precise. It's a precise hit. There's no lingering. There's no lingering vibration with this song. Clear separation. There's a singer on the left. There's a singer on the right. If you watch the music video, you can kind of see, they're moving left and right. Not that it was recorded by the music video, but still. So right here, it's almost sibilant, but it's not. It pulls right back. Okay, back to 0. So the last 30 seconds of the song can get really painful in your ears if you have a headphone that just peaks in the higher registers. So the higher frequency. It'll hurt your ears. It hurt my ear. I don't know about you, but it'll hurt my ear. And in here, the last 30 seconds, it's so close. Like, if it was a little bit more, it would definitely start irritating my eardrums. But the headphones just keep it low. Keep it just below my threshold. All right, so let's go to Angel by Massive Attack. This is bass we're talking about. And it's starting. I'm going to put it at 9 o'clock now that I know my numbers on a clock. And I'm going to hit play. And it immediately starts off with this bass in the background, and it starts to build. And the drum comes in, precise. Both drivers, both left and right cups. There's some sort of instrument on the left-hand side that's different from everything else. There's some additional instruments coming. I don't know what they are. The vocals are going to start soon. Here comes the vocals. Smooth. The vocals are not overdone by the bass. So the bass is well controlled. I feel there's like a little bit of muddiness in the bass, just like with the last song, but not enough for me to worry. And now it's starting to build. Here comes more drums. There's a clear differentiation between the different types of bass that you're getting here. The different, low bass, mid bass, whatever. Clear difference. So the drivers are reproducing everything, not clouding it all as one. So the bass is coming in, all the frequencies of the bass, as well as the midtone. Guitar, bass, drum. So currently still at 9 o'clock. I'm about to put it to 12 o'clock at midway here. Not yet. This is very enjoyable. I can put this on and just kind of chill. when it reaches 3 minutes on the countdown, I'm going to put it up to 12. And I'm putting it up to 12. Oh my god. That drum, right ear cup, it's precise. It's like it's right next to me. So at 12 o'clock, now the bass does seem a little bit overpowering to the vocal. So that it's definitely more muddy now. But that bass is so enjoyable, so precise. Like, it feels like the drum is about 20 feet away from me, and I'm getting hit with the vibrations right inside my ear. And I put my hands up to the ear cups, and I can feel the air being moved from the vents. So precise. Like, I could crank this up a little bit louder, and I will. It's about 1 o'clock. Oh! This is my threshold. Now that drum is almost piercing my ears, but not quite. The cymbals just below the threshold. Oh my god. It's like the drum is right inside my ear now. Ooh. Okay, back to 12 o'clock. Back to 9 o'clock. And the song is now winding down. So when you take this up to past 12, at least on my amp, around 1 o'clock it starts getting a little bit close to the edge. And then between 1 and infinity, whatever, it's going to be a little painful. Very nice. Very nice reproduction of the drums. Okay, so let's go to the next one, which is Heartbreak. And this is Chris Serro. Is that going to show up? Heartbreak. If I spell it correctly, maybe it'll show up. Heartbreak. Chris Serro. There we go. Forgot the T. Okay, so I'm going to, it's at 3 o'clock and hit play. Ooh. When that piano starts, it just hits left side of my ear. Just, I wasn't expecting it. Oh yeah. Whatever string instrument this is, it's so enjoyable. So smooth. And the vocals in the background, just perfect. No sibilance at all. Now, this song, the vocals are not the key reproduction. It's the instruments. And when the drums just kicked in, it's a good, precise hit. I like in this song, I think that the vocals are muddier than anything else. The vocals are a little hard to differentiate. There are multiple singers here. and it's not quite separated enough for me to understand. But the instrument reproduction is fantastic. Oh, yeah. Bobbing my head. Yeah, that drum hit is, yeah. The bass reproduction in these headphones is not loose. Like, it hits, and that's it. Let's move on to the next note. Now, the bass has subsided a little bit, and the vocals are a little bit clearer. The bass is coming back in. The drums are coming. I'm going to turn this to 12 o'clock. Oh, yeah. When the drums hit, So very different from Angel, Massive Attack, where there was a kind of a lingering bass on purpose. Here, drum hit, move on. Drum hit, move on. And again, once the bass subsides, no drums, the lyrics are clear. Clearer. And the guitar, oh man, that electric guitar is so smooth. Nice hits. There you go. So whereas before, in the other songs, at 12, you know, it was good. I can probably take this to 1 o'clock and be okay. Let me do that now. Yeah. Very different from Massive Attack, where Massive Attack, 1 o'clock was hurting, almost hurting. Here, I'm good. I could stay here all day. Good bass. Good guitar. And we're all coming to an end. The sudden stop in the music, a little thunder in the background, well differentiated. Good. That's a fun song. That's a real fun song with these headphones. You know, I bob in my head, playing the air drums, feet tapping. Fantastic. All right, now let's go to everybody's favorite, Scherzo for X-Wings. Okay, 3 o'clock. Here we go. Oh yeah, those horns. A little soft. Yeah, for this song, I'm going to kick it up to 12 already. Oh, so close to being sibilant. Oh, yeah. You know, when the bass kicks in, there's a reverberation on purpose, by design. And you can feel it at the bottom back of each ear cup. Good separation. Not the best, but good separation of each instrument. I'm going to not kick it up to 1. I'm perfectly fine at 1 o'clock. And at higher volume on this song, there's a better separation of the instruments. The horns start on the left, then move gradually into the right. Yeah, there is soundstage. Definite soundstage. So instruments on the left side stay on the left. Instruments on the right stay on the right. When they merge together, they merge. So there's no muddiness. You know where the instruments are. Yeah, at 1 o'clock, close to sibilant, close, but not there. That's good. That's a hit pause there. That's a good song um, to have fun with. So it didn't get sibilant. The horns can really hurt your ears if it's done badly, if the recording is bad, if the playing is bad, if the reproduction on the headphones is bad. It can get ear piercing or muddy. And in this case, it wasn't ear piercing. There's a little bit of muddiness amongst the instruments. I could tell there's a separation. I can tell that there's different instruments. There wasn't enough separation. Now, that could be because of the way that this was mastered, the way that it was composed, versus other songs, which are more simple. Now, this is an orchestral, which means that there are groups, and so it'll become a little bit more difficult to differentiate each individual instrument. Whereas if you're listening to Haim, for example, or Chris Serro, well, not Chris Serro, but Haim, their instruments are limited. It's not a whole orchestra. So regardless, very pleasant. Let's go to the next one. Let's do When You Walk Into the Room by Vic and Gab. Okay, and it's at 3 o'clock, and here we go. Yeah. Guitars start out real good, mellow. Bass going, drums. The voice. I listen to this song for the beat and the voice. These girls have phenomenal vocals. So does Haim, but these girls are great. So smooth. I know this song, so I'm about to get up and dance, but oh. Okay, so in this song, the vocals are the primary, and the bass and the other instruments are a little bit further back, further recessed. So the vocals come out very clear to me. And once again, when the drums hit, there's that kick drum, and it's precise. There's no reverberation. Now, when she says soul, just right there, in other headphones, that might cause sibilance, peaking. Here, no. And it's about to build up again. I'm going to crank it up to 12. Even at 12, the vocals are up front. All the instruments recessed. No muddiness at all. So clearly here, the artist made a decision to separate the main theme here. You've got the instrument supporting, but the vocals come in precise, clear, right inside your ears. Come on, love. Sorry. Shouldn't sing. God. You can't see it, but I'm playing air drums. Oh, yeah. That's a good, precise, strong drum hit. Again, it could be close to sibilance when they sing, and it's not. I'm at noon now, and it's not sibilant. I'll kick it up to 1 o'clock. Perfect. Oh, a little too perfect. When come back to 12. Just dance. And as its instruments die down naturally, oh, such a smooth ending. So, back to 3 o'clock. So, I love this song. I love Vic and Gab. I love Haim, which is why I picked them. But excellent, excellent, excellent. Just great. You can really tell the difference between what the emphasis was in this song versus what the emphasis was in Heartbreak. Heartbreak, the instrument's a little bit more important, whereas here in Vic and Gab, and when you walk in the room, the vocals are a little bit more important. I mean, that's great for a headphone to be able to reproduce that, right? So you can tell the difference. Which song is what it's supposed to do. Fantastic. Let's go to the last one. Let's go to Somaoh. S-O-M-A-O-H by Trio X of Trio 10 of Sweden. I don't know. Here we go. At 3 o'clock, play. Oh, yeah. Smooth. Smooth jazz. Oh, yeah. Good drum. Very mellow. Not really my type of music. Unless I'm about 2 glasses into wine here. And then I'm like, whatever. I'm just late night perusing on the internets. Instrument separation is good. Piano is good. But a little muddy. At 3 o'clock, I don't think I would take it much higher. So if I go to 12, I mean, we're not halfway through the song here, but if I go to 12, oh, wow, I'm a little surprised. The bass comes in, and the ear cups start vibrating a little bit. Clear separation of instruments still. I mean, I said they were a little muddy, but it's the piano that comes out a little muddy, but there's a separation of each instrument. I know which one's which. Almost a little too sibilant. Yeah, that's back to 3. So when it's at noon on this song and the piano's coming, it's a little bit sibilant for me. This is the first song in the series of 7, the only song in the series of 7 that is sibilant for me. And even at 3, I'm not a big fan of how the piano's coming through. So what if I go, not 3, I meant 9. I keep saying 3. When I said 3 here, I meant 9. At no point have I gone to 3 on any of this. So if I'm at 7, 8, easy listening volume. If I'm down to, say, about between 7 and 6, pretty easy. Everything's coming in. This is the volume I would listen to this song. Remember, 6 o'clock on this amp DAC is 0, so no volume. And now in between 6 and 7, closer to 7 probably. And, it's pleasant. At 9 o'clock, it was, borderline. At 12 o'clock, no, too much. I can't take that at 12. It became sibilant. And here, there's no sibilance. The piano is actually pretty smooth. It's fine. But muddy. Yeah. So even at lower volumes, the piano comes in muddy on these headphones. Okay. Well, there you have it. That is the very first test. This has been a test of the AudioQuest Nighthawk using my own testing method. I don't know if it can be copyrighted. I don't know if it can be patented. But I do it. I patent and I copyright. Hopefully what you can do is after hearing these songs, after hearing my description of these songs, and I know it's long, you have to sit there, you just have to listen to me sometimes sing very badly. But then I encourage you to go back, put on your headphones, listen to the same songs, and see if you can find what I'm finding in your own headphones. Yes, you and I hear differently. Yes, you have a different streaming service. Yes, you have a different way of getting your music. Fine, whatever. But this is as close as I can get you. I don't know of any other way to do it other than to have you sit here and put on these headphones and try it yourself. I hope that this has been helpful. If you have some feedback as to how this can be improved, I said improved, what else I can say, what else I can use as a descriptor, let me know. This is the first one, and so I'll probably get better along with time. I think that I'm going to change out Trio 10 of Suite and the Samoa, whatever, the last one, the jazz one. I'm not a big fan. I don't know if it's the song. I don't know if it's something else. Maybe I'll add another song here that's kind of a jazz mix, and then compare. So on to the next one. Hopefully this has been helpful. Thanks for watching and listening, really.